What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be looking at r/DontYouKnowWhoIAm. I haven't recorded anything in my last two videos aside from software gore, but we're going to see how this one goes. Just following orders wasn't an acceptable defense during the Nuremberg trials, whatever that is. Do you actually know that, or did you just see it on a meme? Well, during my doctorate, I studied international law. During my study abroad, part of our course was taught in courtroom, where the Nuremberg trials were. What the f is that? We studied it in depth, as a lot of it really hit home as I'm a 23-year military vet. You're on the wrong side of history, and not educated enough for me to continue this conversation with you. That is a whole nother level of getting owned, literally. It's almost like not forcing artifacts every draft leads to more wins. Mr. Pauling here, instigating lol. It would be nice to see you in this queue on your channel from time to time. These catty comments from random people never cease to amaze. LSV has rolled with the best, like Mr. Duke and Dr. Sean. He knows what he is doing, and he knows whatever that is. The person who commented is literally Paul Chiron, who is a world champion. Ha! Is it Chiron? How do you say that? That is the best Mr. Hippo voice I've ever heard. I am the voice actor for him. I thought it was Scoot Caron. Scoot Caron. Scoot Scott. Scoot. I can't read. I can do it read. Airplane mode is a fantastic feature. Often remove the battery. I truly think airplane mode is similar to cloaking. Think again. Given I invented airplane mode, I do have some insight. The smartphone will not have an RF signature if airplane mode is active. The other part of the human protocol makes sure soldiers comply, and that is the hard part, including to not post tactical images on social media or publish strata tracks, etc. Yeah, not true. Tell me you just started watching football. 2013 Peyton Manning was on a different level. I was in the NFL on 2013, Jack. Not only were they able to say that they were in it, they were also able to name the exact thing. But that is self-embellishment at its finest. That's as good as it gets. Your computer will only boot to things Microsoft decided to, and you can't modify them. This is demonstrably not true. Are you sure? You might want to compare my name and the name associated with the citations there. Oh! Good. Fitness and health should be a priority in a country. You have no idea what fitness actually is, do you? Lol. Having a bachelor's in exercise science pre-physical therapy, an ex-D1 athlete, and an exercise instructor. I think I do. We are the unhealthiest country in the world. Ha! Not only have I read, unlike most of the replies, but I also drew Superman. Obviously never read a Superman. Oh. Yes, a diluted antacid solution, like Malix, whatever that is, can be used to help relieve the effects of tear gas and pepper spray, particularly for eye and skin irritation. However, water remains the most effective and readily available method for flushing out irritations from the eyes. Don't put Malix in the eyes. This is a malpractice I'm not sure the type contraindicated in the medical literature and dangerous. You're advocating self-harm. Google me before arguing with me. Dude, you're the one arguing. I could care less who you are. I'm going off personal experience. I'm an old lady and have been around some real protests. I doubt if you've been in the streets, Cal. Ha ha ha. I'm so angry at English-speaking people who have not actually read the epi. I don't meant now the story. I mean the road. Read and analyze them to have an opinion like that. The Odyssey is objectively better, and to be honest, the stories are so different that they cannot be compared. And disliking the story based on people who have misinterpreted it is so wrong. Please read both. Please read both. They are beautiful and verified translation. Most are not good enough. I'm a Belgian classicist and have read both epics in ancient Greek, so I think I have enough authority to state my personal preference in a light-hearted trend like this. There's that smiley face for you, sir. Both are indeed beautiful in their own way, though. Someone already said this like 3 years ago from a different game show, so not funny. That was me. This is from 2021. Arguing with emulator OS developer. You seem to contradict yourself, lol. So why do we actually need to exit to retro menu after saving in game? Whatever the move, nothing works. Save state never works. It just remains to 0%, and then the save in-game has no idea if it works, because when trying to load it, it always asks to create a new save. Right name and stuff. It's all nonsense and retro crapsole. Just because you can't make it work doesn't mean it's wrong, because you are emulating in-game saves are only written when you properly exit retrosh. You're talking about save states when I am explaining about in-game saves. I'd say it's a skill issue. When someone tells you that neither the in-game saves nor the save states are working, what skill do one need? Maybe you need to just shut the up and stop posing as an all-knowing prick. This all-knowing prick maintains the OS, you idiot. What was your aim? Necroing my old past. You need reading and comprehension skills, you stupid idiot. Yeah, I can agree. I was at work, got a scam call. Seems I had missed jury duty, and if I didn't go get the gift card and give him the number to pay the fine, I'd go to jail. He was really getting into it too. I helped him along, pushing it just enough. Finally, I got bored. I told him he'd caught me at work. He demanded to be told where I worked, so I told him. I was a jury administrator for the federal court in my state, would be happy to forward his call to the U.S. Marshals. Funny, he hung up. Of course, in those days, working for the courts meant something good. Honestly, this looks a lot safer than this Red Bull pulls off. I'm totally down to try this. We will look into it and get back to you. Holy I didn't recognize this was the actual Red Bull account. This must have been the safest stunt y'all have ever done. Yeah, they're all unlockable at start. How do you know? Because I'm making the game. What do you mean, how? There is nothing to celebrate. Moving from average tariffs or less than 2% on the trade between the USA and Europe to 15% under today's deal will inevitably lead to inflation. Almost everything will become more expensive in both Europe and the USA, and we will all be worse off. I have been feeling you have zero idea what you're talking about. In fact, I know you do. Of course, I'm a former minister of trade in Denmark, and you are an anonymous Twitter profile. You probably know a lot more than me, for sure. You don't have to embellish to that level. Finally, saw Superman. This is hands down the most comic book film I've ever seen in all its glory. Can't praise it enough. Hope it's back. Obviously, never read a Superman. No. Not only have I read, unlike most of the replies, but also drew Superman. Any fun? 1066 Europe starts other than the bookmark ones. 867 causes too much border gore and alternative history. And 1187 everything is too developed already. 1066 is a sweet spot. Not what he asked. Dude, I'm the OP. Oh my goodness, I spilled my drink. Reddit user claiming r/antivirus mod got his info from Google. Google actually got info from the mod. Still, no tips, only a copy and paste from Google. Hello, actually it's a copy and paste from the last time I used a reply on Reddit, to which I added some additional information about rats. So, since it sounded like one of those could possibly be involved in the situation. Since you expressed your familiarity with Google, though, maybe try following that link. At the risk of being immodest, I will say I was flattered by the AI summary, even though the third picture it pulled off for me is an AI-generated caricature of a friend, a smart guy, former contractor from a TLA. Regards, Ari Goretsky. Arguing with a pro cyclist. Well, lesson number 1 in a downhill is don't brake in a corner. You can literally brake with rim brakes. There is much more maneuvering. I have spent 23 years on rim brakes. If you're braking in a corner at this speed, you go straight. Brakes aren't turning. They're not Tokyo Drift. And there are several different pads and brakes that you have never tried. Even some that brake too much and are not recommended. You are just haters who like to look down on themselves. And the videos of locked wheels are increasing since disc brakes. Are you seriously arguing with this with Thomas de Gent? What do I care about him? He's promoted to sell disc brakes. If only he can come up with some real arguments. The only argument he has is that he is incapable of turning a corner. Dude, between the two of you, which one do you think would know more? He makes the damn thing. Most accurate Facebook fact checker. Not according to CBS News, I fact-checked this post. There are, quote, showers in and around Chicago, and 2 inches of rain fell, not 5. Lol, you need to find a better fact-checker. Glad I studied meteorology for 4 years to be fact-checked by someone in Colorado that used an outdated website. The image I posted is Doppler radar rainfall. Estimates that it's about 3.6 in Chicago. 4 years ago, when it happened to me. Credit the artist, dude. Congrats, you found my Tumblr. What kind of proof do you like? Sorry, I didn't realize it was yours. Don't worry, it's good that you did that anyway, because there's lots of scenarios where that could have been useful. Arguing about words with a dictionary. During these unprecedented times, it's important to remember that, although rare, precedented is a word. No, it isn't Merriam-Webster. Ryan. And finally, for context, Shane Warne is considered to be one of the greatest spin bowlers to have walked on the cricket pitch. Very disappointed in whatever the hell that is, not playing a spinner in the ICC World Test Championship, as this wicket is going to spin big with the huge foot marks developing already. Remember, if it seems it will spin. India make anything more than 275 or 300. The match is over unless weather comes in. Shane, do you understand how spin works? The pitch gets dry. This pitch won't get dry because for the rest of the test, there is due to be rain. And with that, folks, we've come to the end of another video. Do you have any absolutely hilarious stories where someone absolutely got proven wrong hard? Well, put it on r/DontYouKnowWhoIAm. The URL will appear right here. I will also put it in the link in the description below. Thank you.